Woohoo! We're live. Oh, looks like someone's waiting. Welcome. Take my headphones off. Gonna listen to some music if no one was here. It looks like it's here. Welcome. I am today. What am I doing today? Let's have a look at the picture again. Here we go. So I'm doing a painting of this couple over here. And they're in a very dark environment. And so the painting is going to be dark. But the thing is, with photography, um, it seems to capture darkness. Our eyes see better in the dark than the camera does. So, unless you're looking at the northern lights, of course. So, I have to remember that the darks are not as dark as what the camera is portraying, photos portraying. So, gonna do is it's Donna. Hi, Donna. Pop you on the chat. What do we want to do? Here we go. So today I normally do a French press to start me off. In fact, my son bought me, this is the coffee that I've got, bought me an AeroPress because my travel coffee maker got broken. And I was bemoaning that, so he bought me an AeroPress and he bought me this coffee to go with it. And if you can see that, whoops, apparently it's supposed to taste like orange. We got orange caramel and cacao nib, which is supposed to be a bit chocolatey, but I always thought they were pretty bitter. And you know what? It doesn't taste, I can't taste those flavors at all. Here you go. It's amusing. It's called Bomber. Subtle, light, fruity, and acidic. Right. It's lovely. The AeroPress gives a smaller cup of coffee than what I'm used to, but it's like a double shot. It's good. Gonna be hyped. Seeing the So I've been looking at this painting during the week, and I'm actually pretty happy with it so far. And today, oh, we've got another viewer. Welcome. I'm going to be working on his hands. Face and touching up some of her skin, so I need to get this more in this sort of greeny tones. The muscle definition stepping back is looking good. Turn down the heat here and fix this a bit. Start with his hand. And how are you doing, Donna? Because redder, I think, than who. She's going to be greeny gold. He's going to be reddy. Here's my wife just popping in. Hopping because she can only use one leg. Isn't actually supposed to be standing up at the moment. I am going to put my headphones on. You mustn't grumble. Go on. Just a little one. Just a little grumble. I'm going to listen to music. I paint. And just let me know if that comes through, because otherwise I'll have to... If you start hearing music coming through in the stream, that'll be a problem for me. Oh, wait. I think I'll just mark in his lights. I'm just trying to see how his hand... 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a knuckle. Hands are always hard. And you know that they're hard because a lot of people avoid doing them. And AI is notorious for messing up hands. I mean, sometimes it's quite funny how badly they mess up fingers. But I really have started to despise AI art. I thought I'd like it, but something dehumanizing about it. I want to hit record on this. Sorry. Skip my... trying to record the session as well, so... can do a time lapse later. Yes, it is fake. It's not really art anyway, it's design. I just got to slowly build up his Very easy to try and rush. Then it all turns to custard or rhubarb. Just swap into a blue. So this week's been a bit of a upside down week as far as art goes, because poor Helen's had a bit of an op, so she's got to stay off her feet for a week. I'm not the world's best laundryman. Doing my best. Getting on with the porridge for her in the morning. I don't eat porridge. Grew up with a Scottish father. We had a lot of porridge when I was a kid. Too much porridge. I don't do it anymore. Anyway, I've been relearning how to do it for Helen. I'm just trying to find the I'll bring up the photo so you can see, seeing as that many comments running. It. I can make that photo big for you. Let's see. So this is what I'm trying to do at the moment. So we've got all this darkness around his can't point at it. All this darkness around his hand. But there's little bits of light. So I'm just trying to find my way around those light and dark bits. And I'm just using blue. Got to think about his suit as well. We'll just swing that whole thing into blue. Go. The shape of his hand. And it's going to come into her dress. And we'll go for a green for his hand. So we don't get too caught up in the blue. There we go. Yes, porridge. Let me just bring that up. Porridge. We're talking about porridge. Fantastic. That's the topic for today. Oh, fantastic. Have an art stream and talk about porridge. I found too, Donna, that I could only eat it if I made it. And I don't know why that is. It just doesn't taste right when someone else does it. My dad taught me a quick way to do it with just boil a jug and do it in the bowl, but you've got to mix in salt and he'd put butter in. We want to go. Let's just try some. This is the bright yellow green. It's dark. Yeah, that's what we want. We're gonna do some ochre in his fingers as well. I'll just get these greens layered in. These will be my light darks. Hence. A fingernail up here. Got and what's going to happen is that when it gets looked at, hopefully everyone's mind will just look at the picture and go, oh yeah, no, there are his fingers. That makes sense. I know it's a bit of a quiet. Probably should, what I'll do is just take these headphones off. That. Oh, take those off. Otherwise, you don't know until you start experimenting, and I can't chat. I've got headphones on. I can't chat when I've mouthful of coffee either. Go. Forming this knuckle over here. Some marks and build up as and I guess there's these are quite slow streams, painfully slow, but they're not demo streams. Like I've seen a lot of YouTube videos, and it's let me show you this technique. They're great. You know, technique videos are great. Get me wrong, but they're a technique for a bigger painting. So you can see a skin technique. And it's done on a little ball, little circle, you know, and they colour it in, and they do the whole video in like 10 minutes or something. That's nice. But it's a technique for a bigger painting. And I'm working on the bigger painting. So it's just going to take longer. And I know other folks have Patreon channels and charge, so you can sit there and they'll do the complete painting and pay whatever it is a month. I think, well, I'm not that good enough, not an instructor, just someone who's showing that anyone can paint if they want to. Anyone can paint. That's really my trick, is to say, look, this painting is 80 something that I've done. Done 80 something paintings, and much started from scratch. No training. Watched a few YouTubes. Thought I can work this out. Because a lot of people say to me, oh, you're talented. Thinking rubbish. I'm not talented at all. Go watch that video of the wee Chinese or Asian girl, Chinese, and her mum draws does a scribble or something, and then the little girl has to turn it into a picture. think, oh, what a prodigy. Prodigy? We genius anyway. Fantastic. I used to play tennis, school, high school. Um, Played with a friend. Never picked up a racket in his life. Picks it up, instant star. But he did have um, a brother who was an Olympian family, and his sister was a fantastic netball, basketball. It was a very sporty family. They had the sports gene in them. So some people do have a natural affinity for doing something, and I don't think I actually have a natural affinity for art. I resisted it for years. Didn't do art at school. When I did do a drawing, it was just copied a it was from a, I don't know what it was from. It was some magic girl and she's throwing a fireball or something. Sort of stuff a young boy would draw. And there was a kid in my class who always did that sort of drawing. Was quite good at it. And when I showed friends, they called friends at school, they went, "Oh, he did it." I'm like, "No, I did it." I'm like, "No, you didn't." It's like, I couldn't even claim credit for. Um, I thought, "Oh, what's the point?" So I didn't bother. And then life gets busy anyway. So I didn't, kind of resisted art, and then wife started going to art lessons with Donna, who's on the stream. It sort of made me think about art again, wondering if I could do it. But then I didn't want to do it because it was something Helen was doing, and I think sometimes it's best uh, not to um, you want to let someone just do their own hobby and not jump in it. Well, it was a show years and years ago called The Good Life, and it's about this couple who went homesteading, is what they call it now. It's become really popular. Um, I think he worked in a bank or something, and they decided to be greenies and live off their section and have chickens and stuff. In one episode, she was trying to learn how to. The wife was trying to learn how to do pottery, really making a mess of it. And husband had a crack at it, and it turned out he was really good at it. And so good that he started selling it, and they had this business going now, which was totally not what they had intended to do. But she made the comment to him she just wanted to be able to do something on her own that she could be good at. And Helen's actually a much better artist He just hasn't kept it up. Great paint. But that episode anyway stuck with me, and I thought when she was painting, it'd be best just to let her. So when I started painting, it was because I just needed something to do. And not because I'm good at, but continually have this belief that you can become good at anything if you just try. Even if you don't like it, you can still be good at it. Even making porridge, Donna. Just laying down some reds away. Now I was going to use a on his hands. Don't want that one. Here it is. But if I don't want to do that now, I'm going to use in back as well. And a green. Bright yellow. Aim these bits. Now, a bit too samey. I need to give my and if you wonder how much see what I'm doing with and pastel, you're only ever getting a little bit of pastel on the edge. Not getting a ton of pastel, it's only a little bit. And so you're constantly picking up the pastel and dropping it on your paper, compared to if you had a normal pastel. It's all there. You don't need to keep picking it up. You just keep doing your marks. So hand pastel's got a kind of a there's a some things are fast with it. You can do a background incredibly fast, and others you just need to be patient. A bit of patience to Just let it happen. Patience is one of those virtues that's disappearing. One's in a hurry. Noticed lately, there's this huge increase in people who tailgate. Really irritating. Right up behind you. And you think this is going to cause an accident. I've got to slam on my brakes. Not going to end well. And I wanted to just soften, so I've got quite a dark bit going on in here. And in here, I just need to soften this a bit because she's just become a bit too hulky there. Right, yellow, green. So what have I done so far? I need to work on his scary hands. But I also want to soften that. And I need to finish my coffee because it's been sitting there for 40 minutes. Nope, I did not taste orange caramel or cacao nib in that coffee. But I did get a big hit of caffeine. That was fantastic. So what are we going to use? We start with a chromium permanent green. Dark. Going to put some ochre in there as well, but I get this sort of jing. Soften that up a bit. Let's try. Pull out the big one. Clean it up first. Ordered some more of these. They do tend to break down after a while. Just get a bit more. Can just blend a bit more with it. Lots of different bits of light happening around here. I do want some of this purpley stuff to remain. That's showing up on the screen. Because it will be reflecting off your dress. Light will be bouncing off your dress, which is going to be the violet colour. I find how to get there's some red in there. Warmth in her skin. Capture. Understand how the skin is stretching. Go with the flow. The flow of the skin, that is. Often it's this little subtle. So this is not subtle. This is just blocking in. That's all that is. Subtlety there. Speaking of which, just go back to that. This to be cash. Yeah, do that with a ready. Go. That to be blue, red. So I guess there was an artist called Jack Vittori. I think he's still alive. One of the most successful modern artists today. Prints are everywhere, or used to be. Quite romantic stuff. We had one. Couple, it tended to be art deco-y type things, and he had a couple dancing on the beach with a old style butler holding an umbrella, I think. Or was it the maid holding the umbrella? Can't remember. And a lot of his work was quite romantic. Some was a bit definitely not. He had some themes that were quite suggestive, and it just looks like a baseball mitt at the moment. That's okay. It's going to come right. It's got to trust the process. Anyway, critics suggested that he was a colorist. That's what they called him, a colorist. Going, good grief. A lot of jealous people around. But if that's, they said he was just colouring stuff in. I suppose some would say that about me. You just, because you're following the outline. Same same colour. The green, which green did I use? You know what? I don't care. What labels people give. What matters is, does the art speak to you? And are you getting do you feel something when you picture? And people did feel something when they saw Jack's pictures. And so I think he was a great success. Describe this. A bit of dark, but when that dark. It's very dark along the there's a tendency for the starting to wear out as you clean your applicator. Slowly pull the little bits of micro sponge off. Got too much of color in there that will not getting the exact color you want on. Getting to let's do a little bit of nearly got our hour in, and just want to get a little bit of her start her dress. You can see where I'm going with it. Quite a filigree lace plays around here, and I guess with pencil I could do that. Where I want to. just got to think it through as to how I'm going to represent the little flowers. Yes. I think I'll just pull out some normal pastel. Normal pastel. This is normal pastel. Do a background with this. That's what I'll do. I'll do some put some spots on. Look at this. Now, dark in there. That a bit bluey. Sometimes it can be hard to tell if you're actually picking up the in light on. There. Go softly with the very softly. In. Okay, so get to be darker. A few press on now, so you're feeling it. Marks and the way that he's holding her. A little bit of sort of pushing up on her dress. Cause it wrinkles. Words are hard. I was thinking ripples. Ripples in her clothing. How about that? She's like a pool of water. Okay. How much time we got left? We've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's just keep working away at his hand. Looking. Sure how his hand's working there. Come back and fix it. Gonna get lost in his rest, so that's good. Really dark in here. Goes. Shape of it. I just need work around these darks. Gonna be seems to be the issue for me is get the can he right. Black it is. For the black. Get to use whatever tools are in your toolbox. Black is in my toolbox. Gonna use I'm gonna go over it with a some blues and needed a bit of extra black in there. So and actually I had said I'm mainly using green. This is chrome oxide. Green I want. we've kind of got this green shadow, but it needs to be a dark. You have to remember that dark is not as dark in reality. What I'm saying. Go. Needs to bounce into the light. And suggestion is what we're after here. Suggestion of shape and light. Oh, hi Salima. Didn't see you there. Lovely to see you. How have you been? Just working my way around these fingers at the moment. Determined to drive me mad. Okay. Have very far to take me to go to Met. Much light. Come on. Up. Blue to mix. And that green needs to be yeah. I'm just gonna go finish here. Need to check whether I need any sense anyway. Oh, did I soften up the... I don't know that I really softened up enough of this. Green. And hard once I get some momentum. Stop. I really need to You're good. You had a language test yesterday. Oh. What language were you being tested on? And I am very good, by the way. ETSY, good to see you. This yellow green on her arm. Is that? Well, warmer. Want this warm. Maybe chirp. Gotta blend this darks in there. If an umber. Yeah, it's an umber I'm looking for. Actually, I think it's this orange. Yep. This is a dark orange. That's exactly what I wanted. We will transition to proper orange. Darker, David. I want it darker. Not too dark. Orange down there. That. Orange. Put in a bit. Why is he in here? And green. Not going to be afraid of using green. That's what we see. Too light. Too light. Clean up. Okay. Thank you. His hand looks amazing. Aw, Donna. You're charming. I will have to get you a coffee for being so complimentary. If you're up to it, feel free to pop round this afternoon. And it's time for a fresh one of those. And have a coffee. Well, Helen's up for visitors. But if you're all coughing, please don't come. So yes, his hand's starting to get there. It's we're just blocking it in, and I've just got to get some planes correct on his hand. But it's a suggestion, right? It's not going for the reality. I've sorted that out. Just press stop for record. And see if I can zoom out a bit. Oops, that's zooming in. Sometimes they look different once you zoom out. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. Success. I'm okay with that. So there'll be more on his hands next week. We'll try and, or I might do a stream tonight. I'll see how things go. I need to work on his face. I've got to fix colors in her face and start thinking about hair. His jacket's quite quick, or should be quick to do because it's just a suggestion of a jacket. I need to find her bust line. Goes down here. I have to do some sort of separation between his, because his jacket's quite dark. I need to darken that up because that is going to be the color of the shadow of her bust. Yeah, that's okay. So a lot to think about. But yeah, it's starting to get there. So I'm happy. It's great. Oh, you're a bit toxic. Oh, and you're doing English, Selima. Your English is fine. Why would you be doing English? Your written English is fantastic. Well, I'm gonna love you and leave you now. Thank you so much for joining the stream, and I hope to